Do we listen? Do we read? We make excuses, we run away, we criticize, we look down upon, we take points out of the hadith, we present our feeble excuses. Allah's Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that, is this an excuse? Feeble, bone idle excuses for not listening to his advices. The beautiful hadith is coming to my mind about Durood Sharif. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, the person who does my dhikr, yes, if my name is mentioned in a gathering and a person doesn't send durood upon me, in other words, he doesn't say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then he has betrayed me. Imagine, that person's betrayed me. Can anyone find such a friend like me? Can anyone find such a friend like me who will love you, who will have affection for you? Never will you find, nor can you find ever in the world. So think here for a few moments, that this is really the truth, isn't it? This is genuine, that those people who are ashiqs, who are lovers of Allah, and they become beloveds of Allah, and they listen to the words and advices of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who listen to the sayings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, somehow the hadith gets to them through a majlis, through a gathering. They embrace the hadith. They embrace the hadith that my Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told me, leave this action. I shouldn't do this action. Shouldn't look for excuses. Shouldn't look to run away. Don't look for any reason to go away or astray from the hadith. Not, oh, it's too hard for me, it's too difficult for me, etc. No. Straight away, hear the hadith. Hear the order of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hear the statements of Rasulullah, especially nowadays in Ramadan, we're in such an environment, and to save oneself from sin is a big, big deed. Allah Ta'ala is displeased when a person does sins, and those people who implement the advices, Rasulullah said, shaitan goes inside your house with you when you don't follow the sunnah. When you eat, shaitan will eat with you. Then in the night, he will lie down with you. He will play with your children. He will create fitna. And he will bring his whole family in. The shaitans will come in. This happens in our homes. Due to one mistake, when we didn't go into the house, we didn't follow the sunnah. We didn't recite the dua. Not just the dua, sunnah action we didn't implement. Not dua. Dua is different. You can recite a different dua. Whichever dua Rasulullah said from his blessed statement, if you recite that dua, then shaitan won't come in with you. As is stated, inside us, there's bacteria. And the antibiotics work in different ways. The doctors will tell you, every antibiotic doesn't work in the same way. To kill off one bacteria, there are different antibiotics. And they work in different ways. Sometimes an antibiotic doesn't kill the bacteria, then another antibiotic is given and prescribed. In the same way, Rasulullah from his blessed statements, whichever dua came out, we have to use that dua for that purpose. That is the antibiotic. And it will kill off the shaitan at that time. So here you can recite all the verses of the Quran, there'll be no effect. But that small dua that Rasulullah has taught us, we have to recite that dua to get the effect. As I said to you, that at that time, you can recite Durood Sharif, verse of the Quran, nothing will assist. But that time, I knew at the Rawda Mubarak, if I recite this dua, the doors open for me, the path open for me. So have the yaqeen that do that action, that specific amal, that same word that Rasulullah taught us specifically for that time. Don't make up your own deen and stories. Okay, today I'll do this.